Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome into a daily read for Friday. Let's jump into some Oracle and see what we're beginning with. We have the Ghost card, but in reverse. I'm getting from this that you're going to be feeling seen, maybe even watched, looked at closely, maybe investigated further or in general for a select few drawn to the reading. But there's a sense of you being in the spotlight in certain situations, in certain ways. And I do sense that this is beneficial for a lot. It's even necessary. And I wouldn't be surprised if some of which drawn to the reading are desiring, choosing to be in the spotlight, choosing to be seen in one, if not multiple, areas of your life. But I also feel like the day calls for an energy rebalance, okay? Needing to reground yourself as well is what I'm getting. But it is a day where, yeah, you're needing to ask questions, all right, in regards to a new opportunity potentially. It could be in regards to getting to know somebody better. But it feels like this is a day where you will feel by the end more informed in regards to this and that of importance within your world, all right? And I feel like it may be a day where you're gaining information once again and somewhat, if not fully, planning for something different for the future, all right? And it's a day where you're needing to make space, room, if you will, for what needs to come in for you more so, or in general, all right? I do feel as if there's going to be a moment where you feel fuzzy when it comes to remembering something, and then they're saying stop what you're doing, or just stop your mind and watch Spirit assist you with remembering whatever that is, because it feels like you need to remember it. Okay, random, but let's move on to the Mystic Mondays Tarot. You may as well feel well-spoken, but a bit spacey at certain points. Yeah, the Hierophant card, all right? I do sense that change is on the mind, maybe even taking a focus otherwise, because I do feel as if things just simply can't stay the same. It definitely feels like somebody got what felt like in the moment bad news recently, but in reality, if you take a step back, if you actually remember this and that took place recently, it actually is meant to be, right? Say you're needing to move to somewhere new, or maybe you're needing to up and migrate to a new employment opportunity, a situation, if you will. It could be in regards to a connection. It feels like Spirit's saying this day truly reminds each of us individually that if things were to stay exactly the same, when you know deep down intuitively and have maybe, you know, seen evidence of the fact that this situation can't continue in the way it has been, or can't continue in general after a certain point, right? It reminds you that this adjustment within your world is going to be epically important for your individual path. There's also a reminder throughout this day, and this came up recently in a daily read, that your third eye is very much open at this point along your path. And so I feel as if all the meanwhile, there's a dance with life that you're needing to be one with. There's a flow about you. There's sharing between you and someone else, I'm getting specifically. And this is going to be an important bonding experience. It may help you gain something of importance, but either way, I do sense that it's going to be a nice balanced conversation, all right? That may involve, once again, some important questions that need to be asked. Now, look at this. There's something about you manifesting in the midst of walking a mysterious, mystery-filled path, manifesting a new financial obligation of some sort. But I wouldn't be surprised if this is, for some, a new place to work or a new business opportunity or expansion. But it does feel like it's an obligation for the majority drawn to the reading. And I know what it is going to be for me specifically, but for everybody, it definitely is going to vary from case to case, from beautiful soul to beautiful soul. But the Judgment card and the Six of Cups, there may be an overly serious vibe at certain points stemming from you, maybe, being coming from other people, maybe a situation or two that you're wrapped up with. but I feel there is at certain points moments where you naturally are smiling, maybe a bit giddy, maybe a bit goofy for some, but we're needing to be completely honest in regards to, with the Six of Cups, what you're coming to light in regards to, remembering even. It's this feeling of spirit saying, well, again, looking at what needs to change down the line. Why do you feel the need to ignore or purposely forget or just overshadow, what you know is not perfect? Maybe burdening you, making things more difficult, just not ideal in energy for a lot, because it feels like this is going to be key for you to make a way for the better to come in, the more aligned. When something's meant to be temporary, and when something's meant to have an end point, an exit point, or you're meant to have that exit point from that situation, that relief is what I'm hearing, or just that removal, it's simply going to happen, right? And you trying to get in the way, and this isn't for everybody, if you are trying to get in the way or prevent it, it's just going to end up being more of a tower moment in the end. And it could even cause you some difficulty along the way, right? Or even after the fact. But there's part of you, for whatever reason, that is expecting the best in one situation, and then you're expecting the worst in another. And I really feel like Spirit's saying, well, then how do we make sure we manage our expectations to our advantage? Therefore, we're not, to make sure we're not manifesting, creating more negativity, difficulty, bad or moody energy within that situation where this lies within the upright. But when it comes to a situation that you're feeling, maybe even acquiring this new situation for some, this new leap of faith, why is it that you feel so optimistic in regards to it? Because you're very intuitive at this point along your path. Again, your third eye, where is it? They're drawing me to the infinity symbol where the third eye would lie. Yeah, going back to the Hierophant card. Your third eye is very open at this point. You're very spiritually connected as well. And that I feel is benefiting you and has been surrounding this day as well. So all the meanwhile, you're going to just be feeling this sense of, okay, renewal coming to be, but just knowing when something's right for you, knowing that something is destinedly meant to be for you. It definitely reminds me of me, before I started my serving job, months ago. I was walking into the interview and I just felt deeply, confidently that that was the opportunity for me. And somebody basically had been hired previous to me gaining that position. And then a month later decided to quit, and I ended up making room for me to take on the position. And I definitely heard spiritually as well as I was about to step into the building, this is your job. Okay, this is the one for you. And just to confirm what I was already feeling, there's something like that for you throughout this day and surrounding it. And I feel as if you're going to be standing proud in the fact that you're able to make adjustments within your world quite efficiently, smoothly. Whether you realize it or not, you are manifesting more ideal situations within your world, progression, development. And I feel like this is going to be applauded by the spiritual realm, by certain spirits who are looking down upon you, sticking by your side, or joining you otherwise, and seeing that things are just simply going to, more so moving forward, work out for you, because you're, again, needing to and choosing to implement this honesty with yourself and maybe other people within your world, or somebody specifically, in making that change. This day reminds you, as again, you're in the spotlight and being choosing to be seen in certain ways, in certain situations, that change is simply a must. Okay? So if this was truly helpful, I'm sending you so much love and light.